I chose to create ArtFreeQue as an association. The reason why is because I wanted to have this free access to the information we are sharing through the blog.
Why have you chosen African art and culture for your platform?
Basically, it came as a natural choice. It's a result of my previous experience with a startup. And I realized by going through my traveling to Africa that art is really part of the life of African people.
So your platform is free for the users. So what's your business model?
So basically, I chose to create ArtFreeQue as an association. The reason why is because I wanted to have this free access to the information we are sharing through the blog. Now, the idea is to create a community, and the community will be contributing to through the fees, membership fees, and that is the first income that we are hoping for, and the second is donation.
Should we start to speak about an African culture exception?
I don't really like this word exception, because then it can lead to many things. What I believe is that African art, African culture is the fundamentals, because civilization, humankind was started in Africa, and so exception, no, but there is a specificity to African art and to Africans.
Okay, and how African artists are protected for their creativity, for their creation? What kind of intellectual property rights do they put on their creations?
Yeah, basically, you are fully aware that of the history of Africa and their Occidental colonizer, or what do you call them? They brought their own system. So IP is the same in Africa as we conceive it in Europe. Now, most of the artists that I do know are fully aware of IP, and they are protected. Now, this is one question that I do have around what I'm doing with ArtFreeQue is how do we process IP, because it does not apply to all artists, because some artists are really into the tradition, and for these artists it gets very complicated. For example, when you talk about mask, there is a lot of tradition around that, and you need to get approval from the authorities to be able to create or to exhibit the masks and everything. So that is...
Okay, and how difficult or how easy is it for African artists to sell abroad, outside their home country?
It's not that easy. What I could observe is that artists who are very well known abroad are not so famous in their own country. And the opposite is also true. True artists who are really celebrities in their own country are totally unknown abroad. And this is one thing that struck my attention. And so it's not really easy for most of them to go abroad.
Thank you very much for creating these bridges between innovation, art and culture in Africa. You've been watching the Think Tank M&A show in partnership with Dukascopy TV. We'll be back very soon with some more news on innovation. But for now, goodbye.